Hello, everyone. This is GSmusicICT, and welcome to another Tuesday Talks. This amp is a Workhorse. This is a Marshall MG100 FX 2-channel 100-watt solid-state amp. They were manufactured between 2009 and 2012. The cabinet is a Marshall Gold 412A, just 120-watt cabinet speaker. This amp has been through the ringer. It has been rained on, thrown in the back of trailers, truck beds, car trunks, and God only knows what else. But this amp is not a quitter. Now, I have owned this amp since 2009, 2012. Now, I do have to admit it is a little silly to lug a 4x12 cabinet to a bar gig that is max capacity at 50 people. A lot of other musicians, unsurprisingly, do not want you to use their gear at a show. We had a really good friendship with another local band for about 2 years. If they would book a gig, they'd call us. If we book a gig, we'd call them. And we would all use each other's gear. I mean, amps, microphones, drum kits, even guitars a couple times. It's a unicorn when you find a good band partner like that. Later on, that same band and us kind of formed this local record label, but that's a story for another Tuesday Talks. This amp is beyond loud. About 110 decibels is where it peaks at. That is loud enough to damage your ears within minutes, probably seconds, depending on how close you are. Speaking of hearing protection, I'm sure that I have lost a bit of hearing, just from being a hard-headed teenager and, standing in small practice spaces next to this 4x12 amp. I'm not sponsored by this company, but it's a company called Ear Racers. They can come in this little case that can just hang on your keys. So these are the little ear racers, which, I actually got this recommendation from watching Rhett Scholl on his YouTube channel. And I understand what Rhett means when he says it's not blocking out any sound, it is simply turning the volume down. So those ear racers cost about $50, maybe $60 with inflation now. And the carrying case for the keys is like $5, but you don't need it. You can throw it in your guitar bag. It comes with a plastic container. I think it's just convenient. And again, I'm not sponsored by them. I just think it's a really great product for musicians. This poor amp head has had the worst of it. The dents and loose knobs are a result of traveling in a trailer with no case. Most of the time, just had a blanket wrapped around it. One time, the treble knob almost broke off and we were able to fix it, luckily. But that treble knob's never worked right since. It now almost acts as a volume boost when it goes past 7 or 8. I recently just got this amp back from my friend and bandmate Evan, and also shout out to Evan for letting me borrow his camera to increase the quality of these YouTube videos, so thank you, dude. One time, the input jack on this amp fell through into the head. I just thank God that we were in a rehearsal room and not at a show, because most musicians don't want you using their amp. When your input jack falls in your amp at a show, Maybe I should film a Tuesday Talks about all the crazy incidents that we've had at live shows, because I've got a couple stories. I love this amp. I've had this amp for over a decade. It's definitely got battle scars and bruises, but... So let me know in the comments below what amp that you're gigging that is just a workhorse or one that just will not quit. Please like and subscribe to the channel. It really helps push my content out to musicians. This has been another Tuesday Talks. This is GSmusicICT, and as AC/DC said, it is a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll.